Good morning to everyone. This is our first webinar for a learning webinar based on the experience we gained in the implementation of the capacity building program across Western Balkan economies. And we start with the Institute Mihajlo Pupin and our activities that we assessed as the best performed activities among 4 activities we had in our capacity building program. Just a quick reminder, our capacity building program includes Action 1, strengthening the capacity of the business sector for digital skills. Action 2, green transition, new skills required to master the green transition. Action 3, green transition, advanced level, instead of improving writing project proposal skills. And Action 4, training sessions on program evaluation and practices in policies and programs. As I explained during our regular meetings, we realized that actually activity improving writing project proposal skills is not relevant anymore in Serbia, because Serbia performed very well in this respect. So on the other side, our activity 2, green transition introductory workshops, revealed that SME sector needs something very concrete in mastering green transition, so some skills that will help them at the micro level to better adjust their businesses to the green standards. And that's why we decided to make this replacement. Now I'm going to present our experience in performing workshops in the field of digital transition. The goal of this activity was to strengthen digital skills for micro and SMEs in Serbia, micro and small, medium-sized enterprises. The focus areas were to raise awareness of digital transformation in general, then to introduce audience with existing digital solutions, and to enable companies to develop a clear digital vision in order to make them more competitive on the international market. We implemented the series of workshops on digital transition in the period March-November 2023. We conducted in total 6 workshops on basic and advanced digital skills for SMEs across Serbia. So first we started with basic education, basic training, in order to, in a way, first to provide some basic skills, and also it served as a checkpoint for mapping and for creating the advanced, potentially advanced program for the companies that have already introduced some activities and conducted some actions in digital transformation. So the basic workshops were held first in Belgrade, here in Institute Mihajlo Pupin, then in Novi Sad, then Čačak in Science and Technology Park, and in Niš. So in Niš and Novi Sad we had great support from Regional Chamber of Commerce in Vojvodina, in Novi Sad, and in Niš. And after these 4 workshops we implemented, we did evaluation, and we also revealed that in Belgrade and Novi Sad there is a need to provide to the companies also advanced training for the skills, because they excelled in this area, and they search for some more developed digital solutions and very concrete business operations. In total, we had 178 SME representatives, more women than men, 93 women, 85 men. And regarding the participants' feedback, we have almost the highest rating rates in all aspects: event overall, speakers, trainers, and usefulness for daily work. These are some highlights from our workshops in 2023, digital transition. So first photo, it's here from Institute Mihajlo Pupin, where we have representatives of SMEs and also innovation supporting ecosystem, innovation centers, institutes, research centers. Then here in Niš, it seems that it was the highest attendance in Niš with many companies, and I would say that some areas in Serbia were not that much involved in workshops, as for example Belgrade and Novi Sad, where the majority of events are organizing. So this is why we, through this project, entered into the smaller communities and regions, mostly on the south of Serbia and in central Serbia. So here is Čačak. Čačak has a relatively new established science and technology park, and it was also a great supporter and stakeholder that I will mention later on. We produced a series of workshops and films, so it's not only about the number of these videos, but also about the testimonials of the companies, which revealed what are the weaknesses in their current process of digital transformation and what they gained through this particular workshop in specific cities like in Belgrade, Novi Sad, Čačak, Niš, and also from advanced workshop from the companies that dived more thoroughly in this digital transformation. Unfortunately, they are only in Serbian, so I don't know if it is useful now to present any of them, because not all of Western Balkan colleagues speaking Serbian, but I would rather go further and present one of the movies which is in English. So now about green transition. This activity, as I already said, we had in 2023, along with this digital, after these digital transition workshops, we had two workshops on green transition, but basic level, or more better to say, it's introductory workshops in Belgrade and Novi Sad, where we wanted to first present this legal framework, this potential and basis to introduce green standards in Serbia to the companies and broader ecosystem. But then we revealed even then in these, let's say, key areas that implements new technologies in business, that there is a need for more concrete training, and this is what was repeated many times through the workshops, that either they expressed they need it, or they after received the support from trainers, they've been very grateful for this concrete tailor-made training that help them in daily operations. And this is what maybe the main highlight from the whole workshops that we conducted, that when you work with SMEs, you really need to tailor the training and the program toward their needs. Objective of the advanced level workshops were actually to enhance skills of the SMEs for successful green transition, and purpose to raise awareness of efficient use of material resources. Then energy efficiency was a very important topic, and it came out later on that this was very useful because of the call promoted by the Enterprise Europe Network project, which we cooperated and made a synergy through our Policy Answers project. There was a call in energy efficiency that awarded companies with grants to enhance their energy efficiency. So they've been prepared actually through these workshops for getting some financial support through the call that was announced upon the completion of this series of workshops. So then we aligned with our attendees, promoting also this scheme, and they've been very, very happy because it was like providing them first non-financial support through training, and then we address them to some financial opportunities as well. The purpose also was how to make companies familiar with cost-saving opportunities, and of course how to make profit based on that. Training approach was very unique, and our trainers who are today with us, and I would use this opportunity to thank them for joining us, Tijana Sekulić and Miodrag Kostić. They will talk more about the methodology, but I would like really to emphasize a few points related to the methodology and training approach. Since education materials used also were tailored to the needs of SMEs, and they covered energy efficiency, efficient water use, renewable energy resources, and resource efficiency through business digitalization. We had 83 SMEs in total attended the series of 5 workshops, and they came primarily from the manufacturing sector. But what was interesting is that there were IT solution providers, startups, and research organizations. So they had a great opportunity to also have networking between each other, and this was also the case with the workshops on digital transition, where we tried to mix also companies that are potential users of digital solutions, but also the providers. And that was also a sort of B2B matchmaking event. And I will also mention after how we managed to include also companies cross-border. Key learning needs in green transition. First, as I mentioned, they wanted to acquire practical skills. And this marked a shift from 2023 workshops, which primarily focused on basic principles of green transition and, as I said, legislative framework and awareness raising. So I would say it was also useful to have these basic 2 workshops in 2023, which helped us a lot to create and design properly the program on advanced green transition workshops that followed in 2024 for SMEs. So in 2024, let's say the focus moved from understanding to doing, bridging the gap between theory and practice. Main results and performance indicators for green transition. So we again managed, like in the case of workshops in digital transition, we expanded this to the smaller communities, smaller area on the south of Belgrade, so Čačak, Kruševac, Niš, Valjevo, and we used, of course, the innovation and business support infrastructure to recruit appropriate audience. So again, focus areas were green transformation, circular economy, energy efficiency, and digital technologies. This is why in a way it goes together, digital and green. So although we have separated workshops by time, and now today even more than before, these two areas can't be separated anymore. That's what we learned actually by time. So the situation is changing very, very fast, and the trends are changing fast. So in order to be up to date, we really need to check regularly the needs of the market and the trends, and design appropriate program to target the current updated needs of business sector. So just a few hints about the innovative methodology in training, which will be more described by our trainers, because it's their patent, it's their IPR. So this is interactive card game, which stimulates circular economy practices. Participants selected relevant cards and discussed green practice integration in their business operations. And also it includes group work and exercises that foster the development of sustainable roadmaps. Here you can see the atmosphere. It's really very interactive with these green cards. You can see us with the cards. And in video, we are doing something with these cards. So just to highlight the game and how you can learn about that through, let's say, through entertainment and interesting interactive way. There are videos. So the first one, the video is on methodology of the workshop, which will be presented by colleagues, by trainers. And this is a link that we created, we translated it. And probably it's interesting it's not long, so for you just to hear the testimonials of our participants. I don't know if you hear the sound. You don't hear the sound.
Sanja, when you share, there is some...
Sorry? Do you hear the sound?
Some button with sound.
Okay, I will now have
share again.
Button.
Share again.
Okay, there is a sound. Yes. There's a sound.
Sanja, before you start sharing, on the right side, there are two check-in boxes where you can check share sound.
Odeću koja traje i zagovara. Moje ime je Marija Ivanković-Jurišić, vlasnica sam ateljeja Marija Handmade u kome se bavimo proizvodnjom tekstila, tehnikom tkanja, dakle starom tehnikom ručnog rada i povezujemo je sa sadašnjim trenutkom, odnosno proizvodnjom odeće i tekstila za savremeni trenutak. Na pravi način, čini mi se, pristupamo proizvodnji odeće u momentu kada govorimo o održivoj modi, dakle pravimo odeću koja traje i zagovaramo princip kupujte manje da biste imali više. Odnosno, birajte svesno, kupujte odeću svesno uz razmišljanje i planiranje, odeću koja traje, koja nije trendovski opredeljena, već kvalitetna i primenjiva u različitim sezonama i u različitim trendovima. Koristimo isključivo prirodne materijale i to je još jedan odgovor na zahtev za održivost i za proizvodnju tekstila u ovom trenutku. Pored odeće, proizvodimo i proizvode kućnog tekstila, odnosno proizvode za dizajn interijera. U ovom momentu svi znamo da je tekstilna industrija drugi po redu zagađivač naše planete i ono kako Marija Handmade proizvodi tekstil čini mi se potpuno odgovara ovom trenutku u smislu da koristimo ručnu izradu tekstila, dakle minimalna su zagađenja što se tiče utroška energije u samoj proizvodnji. Odeću nakon toga kada je iskana, tekstil kada je iskan na razboju, krojimo i dizajniramo autentične odevne predmete koje potom šijemo i umesto pranja i dodatnog zagađenja koristimo parnu stanicu, odnosno dezinfekciju i fiksiranje takvih platana na taj način. Vrlo često naše kolekcije su izrađene i od starog tekstila, dakle recikliramo odeću koju nam naši klijenti donose sa željom da joj produžimo vek. Vrlo često je u pitanju džins, pa onda ga sečemo na trake i ponovo uvodimo u proces tkanja i od njega nastaju nove jakne, kaputi, haljine i tako dalje. U našoj radnji u Design Districtu u Čumićevom Sokačetu sve aktualne kolekcije se mogu videti, ali kažem u 90% naši klijenti.
Ja sam Radivoj Perovanović, ja sam na poziciji rukovodalac projekta posebnog značaja za železnicu. Radim u odeljenju zaštitu životne sredine i ono što mi kao firma, preduzeće radimo sa ekologijom je mnogom boljem granom, da kažem tako, nego u posljednjih 5 godina nego što je ranije to bilo. Počeli smo jako dosta da digitalizujemo stvari, da smo uspeli da uvedemo svu papirologiju, tako da kažem, u neki digitalni sistem. Ono što je nama cilj je da mi, pošto trenutno već neko vreme i u budućnosti ćemo imati jako puno BRD kredita, investicija od Evropske banke i takođe i od kineske države. Tu se dosta pomenula stvar gde je ekologija došla do izrazitog značaja i ono što je za nas značajno je ta zelena agenda koja je popisana u Sofiji i mi se trudimo da kao transport koji je jedan najprihvatljiviji za ekologiju pored rečnog i železnički, da uspemo da razvijemo što više našu železničku infrastrukturu, ćemo na taj način da smanjimo uticaj koji pravimo za efekat staklene bašte.
Ja sam Sandra Paunović, dolazim iz kompanije PS Fashion, dakle reč je o tekstilnoj industriji i na poziciji sam direktora za marketing i e-commerce. Industrija u kojoj poslujemo, reč je o tekstilnoj industriji i svima nam je jasno koji je negativan uticaj koji ostavlja na životnu sredinu. S tim u vezi mi ulažemo zaista velike napore kako bismo smanjili taj negativan uticaj. Godinama za nama, pa mogu da kažem i decenijama, imali smo brojne i imamo još uvek brojne društvene odgovorne aktivnosti koje su uglavnom usmerene na ekološke projekte. Govorimo o dugoročnim ciljevima kompanije PS Fashion. Strateški smo orijentisani ka tome da sve poslovanje prilagodimo pre svega ekološkim, a zatim i održivim praksama. I s tim u vezi smo već i pokrenuli neke, govorimo o odevnim projektima, životne sredine, izlazak na neka nova tržišta, mogli da se proširimo i na tržište.
The main point of this movie was to see that larger companies from transport and from textile industry, even the smaller one that we saw at the beginning, are implementing equally the green transition standards, but and they can, the other participants could have opportunity to learn from each other, and we intentionally invited also representatives of big companies because still they are the leaders in implementing green transition in Serbia. They made a great step ahead in implementing the green standards according to legislation. So this is why we created this mixture, which we assume was winning for all involved sides. Just let me try to move on somehow. I have to close this. Yes. Yes. Sorry for this. I have to move. Okay. And presentation mode. Yes. And what is the impact of the green transition workshops? Some highlights: foster collaboration across sectors, engaged key stakeholders from industry, tech, and research, promoted innovation and knowledge exchange. And in general, we strengthened through this business sector in Serbia, but also other stakeholders from innovation ecosystem for sustainable and digital transformation. Regarding the synergies that we created in this activity, first, as I mentioned at the beginning, we collaborated with the Enterprise Europe Network since the workshops for digital transformation were used as a platform to connect Serbian companies with the digital solution providers. It was a great chance to facilitate B2B matchmaking. And we invited also cross-border participants, precisely companies from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Republic of Srpska, that are operating in Serbia. Speaking about the impact, important aspect is actually engagement of the stakeholders. We mobilized a few very important stakeholders in Serbia, and we brought together actors from industry, IT and startup communities, research and innovation institutions, public sector and support organizations. Here is the table. I would like to name all those stakeholders because they were great supporters, and they are also stakeholders in this area, not only important for us, but in general for Serbia in this green transition period. So Serbian Chamber of Commerce and its regional branches in Vojvodina, Central, Western and Southern Serbia, Science and Technology Park Novi Sad, Science and Technology Park in Čačak, Business Incubator Novi Sad, universities, University of Novi Sad, University of Niš, Belgrade, then Center for Circular Economy, innovation centers, such as Innovation Center of the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, European House based in Niš, Center for Digital Transformation of Serbia, Science and Technology Park Niš, Serbian Intellectual Property Office, and relevant ministries, Ministry of Economy, of Environmental Protection, Ministry of Science, Technology Development and Innovation, and regional development agencies. So very important stakeholders for green transition in Serbia that we managed to engage. And the lesson learned is that it is really very important to include all relevant stakeholders when conducting workshops in green transition. Further on, speaking about impact, we should also mention some dissemination and promotion results. We promoted our capacity building activities at several high-profile events in Serbia, including EU Opportunity Week. It was organized by EU delegation for 2 times, first in 2023, then in 2024. There is a video from this event when I presented the achievements. And also there was a conference enabling progress Industry 4.0 in Western Balkans in Novi Sad. And also we created one movie. We outsourced the company that created a comprehensive movie that was broadcasted on the network of a local TV station. And the TV show is titled Investicija, Investment. And movie is available on this link. It's only in Serbian, so I'm not going to present it. Regarding the sustainability of this action, first, the plan we are all obliged to create in this project, and this is a chance to mention it in this way. First of all, this plan is and will be based on key lessons that we learned. So successful capacity building workshops are the result of several key elements that are coming together. First, carefully selected and knowledgeable trainers, interactive and engaging workshop methodologies, clearly defined and well-mapped target audience, strategic involvement of relevant supporters, active engagement of key stakeholders, and up-to-date and well-prepared mailing list of potential participants, which I really would like to emphasize as this is the key for the successful attendance and good feedback. The challenges that are foreseen, of course, financial. If we would not have financial resources, the territorial coverage would not be possible in the scope that we implemented. And of course, the lack of financial resources limits scalability. Sustaining and expanding outreach remains financially demanding, and without resources, I'm afraid it will not be possible. Institutional challenges, I would rather said, in light of mentioned financial constraints, institutional challenges would be considered more as opportunities, because institutional partnerships, in the case we had, offered a way to address financial constraints and to overcome this problem by relying on their own resources. Then this strong network that was built during the workshops with the institutions are also very important and important for the potential continuous support and scaling. In operational level, what we also revealed, as I mentioned before, digital transformation is not anymore like a trendy word, because more and more is the community is and the general trends are about artificial intelligence and applying artificial intelligence in business. So I'm sure the trainers will speak more about that, because they are certified trainers in artificial intelligence, and before that they were certified for digital transformation. So I think the right people to speak about this change. And I think SMEs in Serbia, after this project competition and this capacity building program, they would for sure search for the new knowledge, new skills, because they are forced to be updated, especially those who are exporters and who are intending to act at the international market. So either they are buyers from the international market are forcing them to implement these rules, or they really see this as a competitive advantage, not only for the international, but at the national market as well. Still, a comprehensive and coordinated approach is still needed. So otherwise, we will have some ad hoc projects, some ad hoc actions that will involve SMEs in this, and again leave them to do it by themselves, meaning that they will search for some knowledge, for some resources to be updated on twin transition. This is mainly what I would like to share with you. And now I would like to invite our trainers, so Tijana Sekulić and Miodrag Kostić, who were all the time with us through this interesting journey. So please, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Sanja, for these results that we see from the last 2 years and our training session. I will share our presentation. Technical issues, but do you see my
presentation, Tijana? Hey, now it's fine.
It's fine. Okay. So hello, everyone, and thank you for being here today. My name is Tijana Sekulić, and I'm happy to share our journey with you. Our workshop actually using visual interactive card. You already hear some great results from Sanja, And now we want to show you how we work with companies in Serbia in the last 2 years. We did workshops for the small, micro, small and medium companies. We ask questions, listen their needs, creating something special together. And today we will take you through 3 steps, actually. What we did in 2023, our methodology, when we done this digital transformation training session, and then in the 2024 with circular and green economy, and what we are doing now with AI and twin transition. We also create visual interactive cards. You see on the right side of this slide, that's our the newest actually for AI and businesses. And sorry, a fun and powerful tool to help companies understand complex topics in a simply and creative way. I hope this will inspire you too. Let's begin. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. I'm Tijana Sekulic, and I've been a trainer and consultant for more than 15 years. I love interactive methods because learning should always be interesting and fun. As a certified management and digital transformation consultant, I helped small and medium companies in Serbia, women entrepreneurs and teams grow with powerful workshops across many industries. And just recently, I'm very proud because of that, I became one of the first certified AI managers in Serbia, trained by the Austrian standards. So I'm here today to share my experience and my love about learning, design, and especially about AI solutions. So I do it with my colleague Miodrag Kostić. He will introduce himself.
Hello. My name is Miodrag Kostić. And about me, people usually remember that I used to live 9 years on Hawaii, in America for 17 years. And I founded my first consulting company in Honolulu in 1997. It was called Web Consulting Honolulu. And since then, I came back in 2003 to Serbia. And I worked with many companies here as a consultant and as a trainer. So in the last couple of years, probably for the last 10 years, I was working with Tijana, and we did a lot of work for Center for Digital Transformation. And recently we started cooperating with some Serbian companies on application of artificial intelligence tools. So we will show you that later. So thanks, Tijana. We can continue now. These are some of the companies that we worked with. You can see lots of companies, some of them even international, big international companies, but mostly here in the region, Bosnia, Montenegro, Serbia, that's where we did our work.
So this slide is actually the first slide in our digital transformation training session that Sanja mentioned in 2023. We worked with companies in 4 cities that she mentioned also. Our goal was to help them understand and start their digital transformation. We began each training with a question: what does digital transformation means to you? We also ask, what are your biggest challenges with organization culture, and explain that together. How do you use digital tools and business models? Are you following digital trends? And at that time in 2023, in March, actually, do you use AI, or at that time and also now ChatGPT? It was something new. So you see some of these pictures, some of these moments from our training policy answer project organized by the Institute Mihajlo Pupin with the topic how to improve businesses using the latest digital technology. We showed new digital trends, innovation opportunities, including enterprise resource planning, customer relationship management. And we had also guests from that industry, software industry. They explain it much more. And one of the topics were also web solution and e-commerce. Here in Serbia, it's maybe something that was the most interesting at that time. And we also included what crucial for transformation is how to motivate employees and companies for change. So the answer was to include everyone in the company and make the impact visible. And now Mile will explain what we use in our training tools.
Yes, we used many training tools from our consulting and training practice that we used for years. And I can mention the first thing that we did was team value mapping. We work with them on value proposition canvases, so they can recognize what is the value they provide to their customers. As a kind of a strategic strategy tool, we use business model canvas because it's very easy visually to understand. We did a lot of surveys and structured questionnaires, and we did and we worked on other techniques. Can I have the next slide?
We had also SWOT analysis at the beginning, and that what make the atmosphere much higher, so to say, was the group session where each group created the empathy map. Empathy map is crucial because digital transformation, when we mention it in the short definition, it's actually how we can provide value with the digital tools for our customers. So we have to go deeply to our customers, and the empathy map is something that's really exciting also, and a really good tool to make that stage for the customer needs. Mile, you will show.
I'll say a few words about our learning process. Especially this learning process is very useful when using cards. And now from now on, in most of our workshop, we created and we use different visual cards for that. So what was the purpose actually? The first step is to actually see what is the need. Some kind of anamnesis that we performed, and that companies can tell us what are their problems, challenges. And then we go into needs analysis, analyzing what is it that is causing that challenges or problems. And of course, the third step is propose solutions and the way how to apply these solutions later. The online materials that we provided, and especially later with the visual cards that we use, we have even a QR code on these cards that they can scan, and what they can do is actually go and look for much more detailed explanation of the concepts that we were dealing with them at that time.
So what we use as an active learning method, how we work during the training, we use an active learning by doing approach, where participants are fully involved. We work in groups with a lot of moderated discussions, and we use hands-on exercises and real case studies to connect theory with practice. There's always space for immediately feedback, and we often use gamified activities, exercise, even role-playing to make it fun and dynamic. We also include surveys and structured forms to collect ideas and track progresses, and this method helps participants stay active, focused, and get real value from the training. This is in 2024. Sanja Popovic mentioned that we continued our work in 5 cities in Serbia with a new focus: optimize your business and save by implementing the circular economy and green transition. And from our early trainings, we learned how important interaction is for participants. That gave Mile, Miodrag, and me a new idea to design special cards to help people learn and think together. I'm an architect by profession, and I enjoy creating these interactive cards as a design and as a tool that brings structure, beauty, and playfulness in the learning process. So you see that you saw this from Sanja's video also. The green card we create, actually our ideas is learning by doing, thinking, and sharing. What we believe that people don't learn best when they only listen. Like in this moment, sorry. They learn best when they do something, when they talk together, when they ask questions, when they feel involved. That's why our trainings are not lectures, and they are experience. And I invite Mile to show us the video from the training you saw, but there are explanations how we created these cards. I have to stop share. Mile, can you share the video where we explain these green cards that we make? Hello, I don't hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sharing now.
Yes, we see it. Okay. Only
Za potrebe treninga zelene transformacije mikro, malih i srednjih preduzeća kreirali smo interaktivne kartice koje koristimo u našem radioničkom radu. Ove kartice koje smo dizajnirali olakšavaju zapravo firmama da sagledaju svoje poslovanje i da primene prakse cirkularne ekonomije, zelene tranzicije i da zajedno u grupnom radu dođu do nekih inovativnijih rešenja i strategija za buduće poslovanje primenom ovih principa. Kartice su podeljene u 7 kategorija. Time smo želeli u stvari da podstaknemo neke od važnih aktivnosti koje se tiču cirkularne ekonomije, kao što su primeni, zelena transformacija i ljudi koje to nosi, kao što su obnovi, da očistimo naše resurse, ozeleni koje se tiče najviše reciklaže i ostalih. Grupe su vrlo interaktivne i zajedno donose rešenja i kroz diskusiju zapravo razmenjujemo znanje.
Ono što bih ja želeo da vam pokažem je da su one interaktivne. Kad skenirate ovaj QR kod, doći ćete na naš website održivoposlovanje.com na kome smo postavili studije slučaja za sve ove kartice i to i za Srbiju, a i u svetu. Postavljat ćemo nove i nove studije slučaja, tako da možete da pratite šta se događa kod nas i u svetu u ovoj oblasti.
Thank you, Mile.
Okay, we'll have one more video.
I don't know, should we?
It's very short. I'm sure it's a good way to really feel the energy. I think
Because of the music in the background.
Greatest value of
Let's
our
play
cards.
music. Okay.
The greatest value of our cards is actually that it really brings people together and makes it a perfect tool for group work and for cooperation. And Tiana, if you remember at our last workshop, we noticed, and actually on all of the workshops, the most valuable thing that happened is that we had companies that are experienced, that are using green technology, I mean, really seriously. And we have companies that are like beginners. And using these cards, it turned out that they're actually the ones that are experienced actually were teaching the ones and transferring experience to the companies that are to people that are just beginners. So I believe that was the biggest value that happened at our training session. And take a look again, you can see it's very short, like 60 seconds, and it gives idea what I just want to close the, okay. This is the,
You have to share.
yeah, I will share.
So the music is in our air.
It will be really pity that we missed this video because we will miss to see Daniela and Nadia, a member of our team, in the movie.
Yes,
So
yes.
good.
Good memories. So this brain is actually that what represent the twin transition. I made it in ChatGPT, this picture. And this is the part, our next step. Our next steps as a trainer is actually connecting green digital and AI solution. Sanja mentioned it. Maybe it's digital transformation, but we call it AI solution. We see that that AI is growing fast and companies need help to understand and use it. In 2024, we became the first, we mentioned in our, when we introduced ourselves that we are certified AI managers. And this gives us also a new idea how to support companies in this big change. In 2025, today, we focused on one strong trend, AI assistance. Tools that can help people, companies in everyday work. This is why we create a new workshop using AI solution in the twin transition. We designed special AI cards that connect green transition and AI ideas for our goal to make that companies better understand and how they can use AI in a not a simply way that simply understand, but in a useful way. So, Mile, maybe you can present this why.
Yeah, this was an interesting quote that we found, and it actually shows that, and we all know that there is a big increase in funding for climate tech and especially for green AI applications. And as they said, appetite for businesses to explore AI-led solutions has grown very, very much. And as we race towards the 2030 net zero deadline, it would be really important to use AI tech, and they will become the rule, not the exception.
Thank you, Mile. So, how our AI cards support the twin transition. On the back side of each green cards that we made before, we added a short AI ideas. You see, that's the back of the card. And you can see in the energy efficiently what we mentioned, a way how companies can use AI tools for each green principle. For each card, there are 3 or 4 solution AI. This helps actually participants to think how they can create some AI for those businesses also, and how can they save time, energy, or materials. So also we have in 8 categories, 49 interactive cards. You see, for instance, for circular strategies, which AI tools they can use. It's not typically addressed to some software vendor. It's to understand and to create an AI tool that can help in those principles. We see optimize the transport management. We see the corporate social responsibility. What are also we see companies are now looking for software and AI systems that can help them measure and report for ESG also. ESG reporting has to have these measuring parts, so AI can help in that solution. That's also interesting for companies, how they can provide ESG reporting, but with measurement tools, and AI can help in that way. So our cards give inspiration for that. They open the door to thinking in the AI direction. That was our goal, actually. And we create 2-day training for, you see, training overview, applying AI solution in the circular economy and green transition. I will not read these on the slide. You will become this slide from Sanja. We will send her if you are interested. But the first day is about understanding the concept of AI basic. And you see the yellow ones that are these group sessions with our AI green card. And the second day, choosing solution and building a plan for companies. So I invite Mile now to introduce something what we are doing and working now immediately. It's also connected with companies and with this category of companies. Mile, our next card, we have so many of them.
Yeah, actually, when we think about these AI solutions that we can use for green economy and circular economy and green transition, it comes to mind that AI solutions can be applied for many different purposes now in businesses, and it's amazing even in Serbia how many companies are already using it. And in last 3 or 4 months, we started working together with some Serbian companies that are actually creators and implementers of these AI solutions. So I will show you in a few words. I will show in a few words that what is the main, how can I say, value that AI brings. And it applies to twin transition or digital transformation for whatever purpose you're using it. And the most important thing is that there is a very high and measurable return on investment. And you can see from this study, and I've provided also, we have provided a link that you can go and read in more detail about how to really unlock the true value of artificial intelligence, where the studies have shown that for every dollar invested, average you get like $3.7 back, and it's really much more than you can expect from traditional digital transformation tools. And even with top performance, you can achieve even 10 times the return on investment from the amount that that you gain from what you have invested. Can I have the next one, Tia? Now, what was the goal of these workshops? And actually, it's answering the question, how can we integrate artificial intelligence into our business operations in a way that provides visible benefits? And that's the question that most of the owners and managers in companies ask themselves. So these training courses, these workshops are actually here to provide the answer to that question. And practically, what is the main purpose of our cards is to simplify connecting business challenges with relevant AI solutions. And here you can see these are the 50 cards that we have created. There are 8 categories that actually cover all the aspects of any business, any organization. It doesn't even have to be a business. It can be even a non-profit organization. And from what you can see here, there is more, at least 50% of all the solutions are regarding AI assistance and AI agents. And then also we have AI solutions that give specific, that improve processes. Or what is so important about sales assistance is because it's like an intelligent assistant that can help you in any of these areas of business operations or management.
Sorry, Mile, I want only to mention the 47 card. You see the 47 card, the last one in the last session. Available data, that's something crucial. Without the data in companies, we cannot implement AI assistants or AI systems. And that's something that struggles or is an issue for all those they want to integrate AI systems for their own companies. We don't think about ChatGPT or not about.
May I interrupt you for a second? Because I'm very grateful for these insights you provide also to the AI, but I'm sure that maybe the rest of on this you can answer in the discussion that we have to have now with the peers, and give to the audience opportunity to ask, if you don't mind. I don't know how much
yes,
time.
Yes, we are on the end. We are at the end.
Okay.
It left only the visual
okay.
thing about these AI cards.
Yeah, you can see with these cards that, and also it applies to other cards that we made. What the company, when you look at it, any company or any organizations, the main thing is what is the tool that is used, but then above, like when you have this AI tech support chatbot, above you see what is this challenge or what is the problem that company has that actually leads to that solution. And then at the bottom, there is like a explanation on how it works. So then it opens up a discussion. It also applies to these other solutions. Let's say you can use it even for education, where you have like a custom professional development mentor that actually leads the employee to acquire new knowledges and skills. Yep, Tiana?
Now we are at the end.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for these valuable insights. Actually, for presenting what would be the next level regarding the capacity building of business sector in at least in Serbia, but I believe it stands for the business sector not only in our region but in general. This is a very, very hot topic, and this is our presence and the future. So thanks a lot, and thanks for, of course, being with us these two years in conducting a capacity building program in twin transition. I would now invite our colleagues, our peers, to ask the questions because this part is for this discussion on the topic of the webinar. I know that by now only Serbia implemented this activity for the business sector. As far as I know, Macedonia colleagues plan to do so. And to be interested also in September when they would have their webinar to probably discuss this issue with them, but still maybe it's interesting to hear some insights from you colleagues about SMEs and their process in transition in your respectable economies. And how do you address that through capacity building program, probably through other activities, not the training in transition? Or maybe you would like to ask or to share some experience. No comments? Okay, I mean, if maybe trainers would like to say something about your experience with these few companies, from which sectors they come from, that are, Mile mentioned that you work currently, or you started to work with some companies that are applying AI in their sector. So maybe I'm curious to hear from which sectors they are coming from.
Yes, actually, when we talk about application of AI technologies, it's very similar to green technologies as well. And at least at this moment in Serbia, mostly the companies that have like a certain size, and I can say like even we talked when we decided on that, what is our target group. The target group for AI applications is very similar to a target group for green economy, in a sense that very small companies, like really micro or very small enterprises, are not really motivated at this moment to do something about it. But as soon as the company grows to like, let's say 10, 20 employees, and especially if it's a medium-sized enterprise, then these solutions become important. And if we talk about companies who are perfect candidates, the perfect candidates are companies that have already a good IT background. So if they have already let's say a good enterprise resource planning system, a good CRM, customer relation management system, so that they have data. Once they have a data, then you can apply artificial intelligence.
I have to
Otherwise,
mention not
very hard.
not only data, clear data. It's also important, because without clear data, we cannot use AI system in companies, and that will be an issue. We know it. Yes, yes. But
Okay, thanks. We have one question. Actually, Elke is challenging, I guess, colleagues from Montenegro and Kosovo, because both of you have a circular economy included in capacity building program, but I know that you had a different target group, but maybe you can reflect on that. How does it contrast with the training you conducted in Montenegro and Kosovo? Do you have any reflections on that? Could you somehow share the experience from your training and your insights? We have.
Is the question from Elke Dal?
Yeah, no, it's a question from Elke to the peers, to colleagues from Montenegro. Milica, could you please share just your impression on the audience? I know that it's different, a little bit maybe more academic, more researchers, but still this connection with the industry, how it can be connected.
Well, in our workshop regarding the circular economy training, we provided a lot of examples of a good circular transition, and we focused mainly on the aspects that circular transition gives like benefits to the companies. We didn't much talk about artificial intelligence into that. Mostly the other aspect of circular economy and how they should think about the processes they have, how they should treat the waste in the producing process, so they complete the whole cycle and use it as a secondary product, or to sell it, or to produce, improve, or some other products to give the, how to say, diverse set of products instead of just giving one and producing the waste. So also, as I mentioned, data is very important to have exact, correct data from those processes in order to improve the production and to use artificial intelligence solutions. They need to first have adequate processes in their companies. So that would be, I think, the condition in order to move forward and to build good circular economy processes, and also to use the advanced softwares that are today necessity, I think, and will be more necessary in the future business opportunities and functioning of the market.
Yeah. So the focus to the waste management actually was, in a way, the main challenge and the top.
I think the waste management actually to finding the ways to improve production and to solve, maybe to find opportunities in solving maybe how to deal with the waste disposals, and to maybe open the businesses that will help in that way, and help in circular transformation in Montenegro overall. And we had some examples with for example, glass waste
Yeah.
that we don't have a solution even to export or something. Nothing is being done. And we have a company that is collecting such a waste and don't know what to do with it. And it could be used in a much better way. So I remember that example from the training. So that's the
some very important challenges were highlighted through the workshops that you organized, like this one. Like there is no chain of the actors completed in this area. It
Yeah,
seems like that.
so
There is...
Some suggestions and even connections were made. For example, in Bosnia, they have some way to use that glass, but and it's also near because that company works in Nikšić, which is relatively close to Bosnia, but they don't know maybe how to connect. So we made such a connection on the training so they can cooperate on find solution for that problem.
So you also use like we did in our workshops, use the workshop as a platform for B2Match in a way, or networking between attendees, which is also benefit and build the capacity of companies in the region. That's great that you mentioned this collaboration. I know that colleagues from Kosovo did a lot in this policy level, produced the report on green agenda and digital agenda. So also some very attractive videos, Green 333, that you addressed actually what should be done at this policy level. So maybe some of you, Mohammed, I see you are with us, although without camera, but maybe other colleagues would like to share some messages that you promoted even through social networks. If anyone from Kosovo would like to provide input, it will be great. Buja.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know Professor is having some issues with his camera and integrated microphone within the camera itself. So I'm gonna just briefly talk about a few things that we've been working so far, especially on the areas of green action space that we've developed during the course of the project. That we developed, as you mentioned, policy briefs on numerous elements, including green, digital, but also developed these 333 videos. That this is something we'll continue working as we develop reports and analysis. Now, what we're actually working now at this point is developing a better understanding of circular economy in Kosovo, because we lack data on, especially from the business's point of view. So our next step is to actually conduct the research with businesses on the element of circular economy and understand more. So this is our next step, and then also following that will be from a general population perspective as well. But this is something along the line. I think our first focus will be on understanding and creating the first set of data on circular economy that we can build on with future work. If we undergo a certain activity, then we can measure it against this kind of baseline information that we've created with our first survey. And that's pretty much it, just in a nutshell.
Yes. Thanks, Buja, for this valuable input. Of course, policy framework, legislative, this is the first step regarding the green transition that each economy should first establish and then go deeper. But sometimes we are witnessing that busy sector goes faster than the policy framework, and this is probably the biggest challenge for the economy in general in our environment, and of course I'm sure there are companies that have some challenges since some legislations were not adopted yet, or not properly instructed how to implement the rules, and all this system is very robust and require the resources. And lack of the resources on different level, not only financial, but also the knowledgeable people, knowledgeable human resources is something which is really needed, and in a way we faced with that when we've been searching for the experts in our region 2 years ago for the conference in Sarajevo on green. I remember it was a little bit challenging. So we still are in the process of building different capacities here in the region and to gain the knowledge, and I'm sure it will be the topic that would occupy us for a long time in advance in forthcoming period. And also we need to learn fast and try to align all these needs with the new trends, emerging trends on AI, which would definitely force us to probably go faster to the next level, and maybe sometimes to jump some levels, which is not good, but still it seems like we are enforced to do that. Otherwise, we will lagging behind the trends, and our business sector would not be able to internationalize in a right and appropriate way.